Up, we're going to be joining Ansley Watson. It is a very cold morning out there today, and this morning Ansley is out and about letting us know a little bit more about how things are looking out there. And oh, I'm so sorry, you look so cold.
No, Vicki, I'm perfectly warm. I've just been thinking beaches, sand, palm trees, and it's perfectly fine. I'm okay, really.
Yay!
But yes, it is very chilly out. I think the car said it was like -1 degree out, so yes, very chilly. And we're also by the lake, so I feel like that makes it probably a little bit more colder with the wind blowing off of it. But I'm excited to talk to you about how to layer for the winter. Obviously, when you go outside, you definitely need to put more layers on. And we're also going to freeze this t-shirt. That's what Carl says t-shirt. We're going to show you how cold it is exactly out here. We're going to dip it in the next segment, and then the last segment we'll see if it froze all the way through or how cold it just got and how frozen it got. So stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, hopefully you'll find a place to warm up real fast, okay? Ansley, you be careful out there. And as meteorologist Cassie Lane joins us, it does seem like today is the coldest morning we've seen this week. Welcome back. It's 10 after the hour, so we're a couple of days into colder weather. You'd think we'd be used to it by now, but today is the coldest morning we've had so far this week. This morning, Ansley Watson is outside letting us know, first off, how cold it is and how quickly that can impact our health. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I just find it so funny. Oh, it's the coldest day. Let's throw Ansley out there. It's fine. It's fine. So this morning, we are going to dip this t-shirt into Lake Superior, and we're going to see how fast it freezes because it is really cold out, and I don't think it'll take that long. So this is a, that's what Carl says t-shirt, and we're going to dip it on down into Lake Superior. I don't think Carl would appreciate it too much. It's pretty chilly. What I'm about to do here may be a little risky. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go, but we're going to try it here. So, Donnie, also, if I fall down, you have to drop that camera and come save me. So we're going to go on down here. And I don't think I can dip the t-shirt all the way down the water, but we'll see what we can do here. And, oh, I don't think I can get far enough. Let's see. There's some ice. Let's move that. I'm telling you, please do not try this at home. Ansley, I shouldn't even be doing this. This is not good. Okay, so we get the very bottom wet here. That's all I can get is the very end. But we'll see how that freezes in a little bit. It's already, well, I guess I just dipped in the snow. But anyway, so we'll leave that for the next segment to see how that freezes. I'm pretty sure it's going to be frozen solid. But anyway, if you look out in the lake, you'll be able to see this like fog rolling. Cassie was telling me that this morning that because the lake is a little bit warmer than the outside temperature, it causes this steam fog. So according to USA Today, the process begins when cold, dry air blows over warmer water. Some of the water evaporates into the lower layers of the air, and the air is warmed by the warm water. The warmed air rises where it mixes with colder air above. The mixing cools the air enough to begin condensing some of the newly added water vapor back into tiny droplets, or so-called fog. If you look closely, you can see that the bottom of the fog is at least a few inches or maybe even a couple of feet above the water. And then the fog begins forming when the rising air is high enough to be cooled. Steam fog is most common in the fall because the winds begin turning chilly, but the water is slower to cool. And then eventually the water cools enough that no longer evaporates as much moisture into cool air. So I find that really interesting that Lake Superior, I mean, there was a little bit of ice on there, but not very much. It still hasn't frozen over quite yet. So stay with us. We're going to talk more about how to layer in the winter. I've already got so many layers on. I've got my snow pants on, got a down jacket on, scarves, gloves, everything. So stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Okay, thanks, Ansley. And I am so glad you did not fall in. You be careful out there, okay? You need to be very serious.
I thought that you might be freaking out a little bit.
Yeah. The heart's going now. Wow.
You're like, Ansley, don't fall.
I know. That's
Nice.
everything. It was like, what is
Save
she
it
doing?
for our ratings period. We don't waste that.
Well, I don't think it's going to take too long for that little bit of water on that t-shirt
Yeah,
to freeze
absolutely.
up. That's for
Right,
certain.
and I'm also glad I could teach Ansley something this morning.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
always
neat.
a
Learn
good
something
day.
new every day.
Right.
It is definitely a good day to get out there and warm that car up.
Welcome back. Well, this morning it is a cold one. And to show you just how cold, of course, we sent Ansley Watson out into the elements. And last time we checked on her, she was trying to dip a shirt into the water. I think she was a little more successful after we gave her a chance to do it and not dip herself completely in the water. Ansley, how's it going?
Good, Sam, you're right. After the shot, I dipped the shirt more into the water so it'd be so we could see how much it froze during the segment. I think you'll be really shocked to see what the results were like. So we're going to talk about layers today. It is extremely cold this morning and all through the rest of the day. So layers are so important. Now, a lot of people might think that they put on a cotton t-shirt or cotton long sleeve shirt. Cotton is probably the worst thing you could do because it soaks up moisture from your body, and that keeps that moisture against your skin, and then you just stay cold. So wool is a great thing to wear. So first of all, talking about layers, wool, base layers, long johns. Long johns are great to layer up. It's thin, and then you can put another layer on top, and then your protective shell or your coat. And also, insulated boots. It's really great to have boots that have that thick insulation inside of them. Sometimes that's wool or a synthetic fabric to help keep your feet warm as well. And then wear a couple layer of socks. Like again, wool. Wool is just absolutely great. I'm a big fan of wool. So, and then parkas or jackets, anything down will work, except when it gets wet, obviously that won't work too well. But down or synthetic fabrics work as well for that. Obviously wear a hat, gloves, and of that nature. So talking about cotton, we froze a t-shirt here, and I want to show you how it turned out. So we dipped it into Lake Superior, and check this out. I think this was over 30 minutes long of it sitting outside, and it is pretty stinking frozen. We got some icicles down there on the sleeves and at the base there, and it is so frozen. So if you wear cotton and you get wet or you get moisture on your body, this is basically, it's not gonna be this frozen, but it's gonna be cold against your skin. So stay away from that cotton, really, truly. Poor Carl, he's probably freezing. But anyway, so I don't know who wants this t-shirt, but it's frozen, whoever wants it. So then talking about that also, I know a lot of people probably get outside and want to run in the cold weather, which is great and it's fine, but basically you need to layer for that as well with thin layers so you can take them off because you'll get warmer as you exercise as well. Then I know a few things. Lastly, frostbite and hypothermia is huge. So frostbite occurs when is less than 5%, okay, I'm sorry, less than 5% when the air temperature is above 5 degrees Fahrenheit, the risk increases for the wind chill. As the wind chill levels below minus 18 degrees Fahrenheit, frostbite can occur. If the temperature dips below 0 degrees Fahrenheit or the wind chill is extreme, consider taking a break from exercising outdoors, maybe go inside. So frostbite is an injury to the body and is caused by freezing. Frostbite is most common on exposed skin such as your cheeks, nose, and ears, but it can also occur on hands and feet. So early warning signs include numbness, loss of feeling, or a stinging sensation. If you suspect numbness, frostbite, then go inside, warm that area, but don't rub it because that can damage the skin. So stay warm, dress in layers. That's truly, truly important. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson. We'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.